with Cara Nicole. How you doing, Cara Nicole?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Staying busy.
Oh, of course. Always busy.
Yeah. So, tell us about your upcoming comic book, Fire Bits. Is this your very first comic book you've ever done, or?
Oh, no. I've been in comic books for years, and my first book was released in 2012, and it was called Nixed. It was just an ash can. It was a fun little project that a friend of mine and I had done. It's about a cowgirl, and most people don't have it or haven't seen it, but I've worked with creators for years. I do editing on comics as well as coloring for comic book art. I've done covers for lots of different companies. We've done smaller projects, but this is the first real big comic book project that I've put out.
All right. And what is the book about?
So it is a story of an Instagram type model, a social media diva, who accidentally gets sucked into a vortex and sent to an alien planet where she gains fire powers.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool. Is the book out now, or is it coming out soon?
Yes, it's been a Kickstarter, and it is like, this is one of the covers for it, and we did one of these kind of covers with the,
Nice.
the naughty top kind of a thing. And so this book went through crowdfunding through Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and now it's on CrowdOx. But we are so close to having it completed. We've got a lot of the stretch goals at the printers and factories. So many of our things are in, but there's some things that are just not in yet.
All right. How many variant covers do you have? I've seen that you had a couple posts on Facebook.
Oh, that's a wonderful question. How many variant covers do we have? Well, we've got a Mike DeBalfo cover. We've got a Steph Wilson cover, and both of those covers also come in black and white on Bristol, so you can color it yourself. Nice. We've got a cover from Mike DiCarlo. Let me see. Actually, I might have some in this book, unless I use that book for shipping. This box for shipping. Nope, that's a shipping box. I have a Anthony Delaney cover, Sam Sawyer. I've got a Fire Bitch Spider-Man 300 swipe. I've got 4 cosplay covers, an Exo Manowar homage, 2 David Harrigans, a Naughty Nice set, Dennis Willman. So what are we looking at number-wise? We also have a new Alfred Trujillo painting called Risque Business. So we've got our bitch in holofoil, our stacker, our regular through flames. We have our variant that only our producers get. So we've got quite a few covered. I don't even know. Alfred's going to go over here, give me a number. So as soon as that number comes up, I will let you know.
All right. Is this going to be a one-shot, or is the story going to continue?
No. This is the first part of this trilogy. All
right. And do you have plans after this? You're going to do the second trilogy, or?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This is an ongoing story.
Okay.
So as long as the readers still want it, we've got this for you.
All right, great. And I know you do cosplay. What got you into doing cosplay?
So I just started the way that everyone else does, putting on a costume, going to an event, worked with some charity groups, and it kind of just snowballed from there.
Oh, wow. All right. How many characters have you cosplayed so far? Just
not
an accurate number.
I don't even have a ballpark. I can tell you I've got about 20 variant covers on Fire Bitch. I cannot tell you how many costumes I have. I have no idea. I do a lot of work with independent creators, so I do their characters as well. You can see behind me I've got this Vampirella. That was a cover that I did for Dynamite. I've done Lady Death for the game Last Stand. I've done, obviously, Power Girl, Black Cat. I have so many. I've done the Changeling for Anthony Delaney. I've done multiple costumes for the Naughty Fairy Stripper Assassin series. I've done the Roxy Clown Girl. I've done I can't even tell you all the stuff that I've just done on my own, just because I can tell you I have about 500 prints.
Wow.
I also have my own photo book trilogy. So this is my sample. This is book 3. I've got my photo book trilogy that has stuff in here that I have stuff that I haven't even put in the books yet because I'm past that. So the books only have like a snippet of what I've done. You know, I've got Poison Ivy Harley, Domino, Leia, you know, Savage Land Rogue. I just have so many. I can't even. There's Phoenix.
Oh, nice.
Just one book.
Where can people buy those books?
You can buy all of my stuff on 183degreesstudio.com.
Okay. I'll link that down.
Here's like Daphne Velma did both of those girls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've just done so many.
Who would you say your favorite person to cosplay is? Do you have a favorite?
Right.
Right.
I love doing Power Girl. She's kind of she was my first costume. This is an iron-on patch actually that I had for my last cosplay Kickstarter with my calendar. So I love this costume. I love the character. I feel like I really embody her. This is my magnet. This is a giant magnet you put on your fridge with a calendar on it. So you can see I do a lot with her because I just really love that character.
Right. Who would you say your least favorite to cosplay? Is there one that you just don't like cosplaying, or the costume is too much?
You know, I can't really say that. I mean, I only do what I love because I don't have to do anything I don't want to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So anything I do is because I want to. I will say Wonder Woman does not get as much recognizability as you think. Everyone says Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman, but when I'm in it, nobody cares.
Right. All right.
So
So what's your upcoming plans this year? I know the going on now kind of messed up everything, slowed everything down.
I have no idea. Everything's up in the air. I do have some conventions booked. I've got Terrificon in Connecticut booked still. I have, you know, as far as traveling goes, I'm going to do whatever I can within the situation that we are. But I've got a pinup book coming up next for cosplay. So you can get a lot of my cosplays, you know, in a new pinup book that's going to be coming out next.
Fine.
So, but as far as traveling goes and doing conventions, I will do whatever I am able to do. Does that make sense? We just don't know. Everything's up in the air. I should be at El Paso Comic-Con coming up in October, Phoenix Fan Fusion in September. I'm looking into a few others, but a lot of places had to cancel. A lot of places are rescheduling. So I really don't know. Everything's up in the air. I could be locked down here even more than I am now, or it might open up and I can travel everywhere. And I will go anywhere that anyone wants me and will bring me out.
All right. What advice would you give people to stay busy in this time? How would you
say that again?
Say that again? I said, what would you recommend people doing in this time? They got all this downtime now to stay sane.
Oh, there's no downtime. There is no downtime. This is catch-up time. I've got so much to do. I've got, I just dropped my Patreon set. I've got photo shoots. It's a great time to do photo shoots and build costumes and do art. It's a great time to catch up with people. Usually we travel so much and we're so busy that it's like, hi, good to see you, catch up with you later. This is a great time to pick up that phone and talk to people. I don't think that people really recognized that they were neglecting each other. I think we're very neglectful in our society. We have the, oh, I don't want to talk, just text me. And they get very nervous. And it's the time now to just stop being nervous, open up, love each other because we don't know how much longer we have with each other. We don't know when the next time we're going to see each other is. So it's a great time to just pick up that phone or open up Skype or open up Messenger and just say, hey, I miss you. I love you. I'm thinking about you.
All right. And did you get the number of the variants yet? I was wondering, kind of curious.
Got about
20. Wow. All right. And they all can get those on, what was the website?
You can get them on, well, they're not available on the store. They're currently only available through the CrowdOx survey. You can message me. I'll send you a link. You can put it at the bottom of the video.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we want to talk about. Is there anything you want to talk about that we haven't touched on yet?
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, what interests you? Because I can go on forever.
Well, I guess I'll get you talking and I'll ask questions from what you're going to say. How about that?
Well,
you kind of ran through everything in your head.
Ask me something that other people don't ask me. What do you personally want to know?
What got you into comic books?
I was always into comic books. As a kid, I loved comic books. I loved Black Cat. She was like my favorite homewrecker. I love making fun of everything, and I love flipping the script. You know, I love saying, okay, we've got Felicia Hardy. She's Black Cat. We love her. She's great. But what's actually going on? Like, let's take a deeper look. So sometimes we see her with Spider-Man because people think it's hot, but you know, Spider-Man, Peter Parker only has eyes for Mary Jane here, right? So Felicia Hardy, she is more than a petty thief. She is a homewrecker. And is she using sexuality to get Peter Parker to not treat her as a criminal? And we see this a lot in comic books. If you look at Batman and Catwoman, Catwoman is a criminal. He should be arresting her. He should be putting her away. He also doesn't have the authority to arrest her either. So that's something to take into consideration. He's really just kind of a vigilante. Does she use her sexuality to try to keep him from being as hard on her as he should?
Yeah, I think he does.
And how does he collect the bounty on her? Or anyone else for that matter. Anyone that gets arrested, if they bail out of jail and they skip out, does Batman go try to get the the fee that he would be paid if he was another type of vigilante? I mean, really, you want to be a cool guy and care about people. Why don't you hook up with a bunch of people who are struggling bounty hunters and be like, hey, I just caught Harley Quinn. I'm going to let you take her in and you're going to get that bounty. Right? Bruce Wayne has so many ways to help people in the economic situation that they're in, and he doesn't, because he only cares about himself, and he's the real cuckoo clock here.
I've never looked at it like that.
Right.
I got another question. Like, in the comic book industry, it's mostly men. Do you think it's more inviting for women, or do you see that like it's tougher?
I don't notice. I do what I want. I don't care. I think that anyone that comes out and says, oh, I can't get a job because of men, or I can't get a job because of this, I think that they're not giving themselves enough credit, and they're not putting themselves out there enough. I think that if you do what you love and you do it well, you will be successful. I think that in the art and comic community, I find that a lot of artists are very introverted, and that's fine, but they just want to draw. They just want to color. They just want to do their art, and they don't recognize that there is also a business aspect to cosplay, art, writing, anything. You can write and write and write and write and write, but you're never going to make it anywhere if nobody sees what you're doing, which means you have to have that business side. So when people come to me and say, hey, I want to be a cosplayer, or I want to be a professional artist, do you have any advice? My advice is take some business classes, take some marketing classes, and put yourself out there. Like, I see artists that don't post ever, and now they're driving Uber because they can't make their bills, and they're amazing creators, but nobody sees their stuff. Give people the opportunity to appreciate your work.
Right. I like your opinions. Like, I like the feedback that you're giving me. A lot of people never gave me that answer. A lot of people tell me just to keep writing and just keep writing and just keep drawing. I like that. How you said that, take a business class. Trying to think. All right, I think that's it now. Do you have any shout outs?
I just want to tell everyone I love you all, and I want you to stay safe. Wash your hands. It's very, very important. A lot of people, there's a post, I'm actually going to share it, but there's a post on my political page because I ran for office in 2016, so I kind of kept that page around, and it shows people, like it shows someone with a pair of latex gloves on or nitrile gloves, and they put some ink on their hands, and they go to wash their hands, and they move it around like you would with soap, and they show you what parts of your hands are not clean. And then they're like, okay, they'll do this, and they'll show you there's still, these aren't clean. So, okay, we'll do this. See what else isn't clean? Okay, let's wash here. Wash your wrists. Get up into those arms. You know, that's kind of dirty, but still, wash your hands. So hand sanitizer is not the end-all, be-all, because if you wash your hands with soap and water, you're going to take that virus and you're going to flush it down the drain. When you use hand sanitizer, you're killing that virus, and now you have all these little virus corpses all over your hands. So wash that away. Don't leave the virus corpses all over your hands.
Okay. Is that it? That's your shout out?
That's my shout out.
All right, thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome. Anytime.
All right, talk with you soon. Thank you.
All right. No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.